In this video, I'm going to show you some of the things I would try if I had flickering lights in my house. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Now, if you stick around till the end, I'll show you what we actually found in not this box, but a different box. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive right in. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the panel cover off. Very simple and straightforward. So I would shut off the breakers, especially the ones that you're going to be working with. Now, if you're not comfortable with that, then go ahead and shut off your main breaker just to be safe, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and tighten up the screw on every single breaker. Now, some of these can work themselves loose over time, and I did find a couple of them that were kind of loose. They weren't super loose, but I did. There's one that's broken right there. That one just broke off in my hand, so good thing we're doing this. So it's very simple, no problem. I'll just go ahead and restrip the wire and put it back under the breaker, and voila, it's fixed. Not a big deal. We'll go ahead and tighten that one back up and then move on down the road. So we're going to tighten up the rest of these over here on the right-hand side. Next, I would move over to your neutral and ground bus bar. And I did find a couple of these that were kind of loose. I don't think they were so loose that they were causing any problem, but nevertheless, I went ahead and tightened up every last one of them just to make sure, and you might want to do that too if you're having this problem. The next thing I did here was I kind of pulled the breakers out, especially the ones that were directly affecting the flickering, and I inspected the breaker, I inspected the bus bar and the panel, and I didn't actually find any problems there, so it's a good thing to check, you just never know. And then I went to the room where the problem was actually most prevalent, and I found this beautiful gem right here. You just saw the light flicker there a second ago. So obviously I can't leave this like that. We've also got the wrong switch in there. That's a three-way switch, and we're going to fix that. We're going to go ahead and tighten up our neutrals just to make sure. Next, you might want to stick your head up in the attic and see if you've got any evidence of rodents. They could chew on your electrical wires. It's definitely worth looking at if you can't find the problem. And that brings me to the actual problem that I found. As you can see there, the bus bar and the panel box is pitted really bad. And here's the breaker that actually came out of there. As you can see where the arcing was, it doesn't really look too good. Now, obviously, you saw the pitting on that other box that was toward the end there. That box was a little bit different than this one, where this one has a main breaker at the top. That one had your heavy-duty breakers at the top, and then there was a main breaker over here that split the box in half, and that main breaker controlled all of the small breakers that were on the bottom. Now, that pitting was in the main breaker, and that breaker that I showed was the main breaker that went to the bottom half of the box. Now, the electrician I was working with recommended to replace the box, and I happen to agree with his assessment there. I would replace the box if you happen to run into a problem like that. Okay, so I hope this video has been helpful for you. Thanks for watching.